Come on, everybody, it's me, LeoLion, and welcome back to Young Tales, because I've reacted to this guy on the channel before, and he is amazing. He's absolutely amazing in his videos. His animation's amazing. So, we're back, and we're reacting to, I attempted a blind Pokemon Ultra Sun Nuzlocke? What? Keeps throwing the challenges in, and it's amazing. I reacted to his last video on the Galarian region. It was amazing. And now he's moving on to the Alolan region, which is also amazing, which I think is awesome. So, we're gonna see how it goes. And if you enjoy it, drop a like, hit that subscribe, and by this video, I should be back. I don't know. We'll see. I might not be back. It all depends. But anywho, let's get into the video and let's get recording this because this is amazing.
After attempting my first Nuzlocke-ish thing and winning like a total boss, I decided it was time to take a vacation. And what better place than the Alolan Islands? I've never been, and it sounds like a great time. So I packed my things, kissed my Galarian Pokemon goodbye, and took the next Wailord out. Goodbye, stress and death, and alola to rest and relaxation.
No! I have heard the cries of your sons. You will assemble another bug team, and you will become the Lola's first champion. It's another Nuzlocke, baby. Now go for it. Here's your starter.
No. There is no way I'm going to subject myself to that again.
You'll get a chance to capture a very powerful bug Pokemon if you do.
Now hang on. Okay, fine, but I'm not taking the seal. Let's go, Drupal. And with that, my blind Pokemon Ultra Moon Nuzlocke began. What's that? You don't know what a Nuzlocke is and need me to explain it? Well, that's impossible.
I know what a Nuzlocke is. I want to start a Nuzlocke, but here's the problem. I never find the time to actually start a Nuzlocke because they take so much time. And then when I start a Nuzlocke, I end up just being like, you know what? This is useless. Let's just throw it into the trash and add to the flippin' whatever. Because I end up not doing the flippin' Nuzlocke like I should. And I should also really start a Nuzlocke. Drop a like if you want me to do a Nuzlocke.
Anyways, Route 1 was chocked full of bug Pokemon, so already my team was looking pretty good. We got Drupal the Rowlet, Grubhub the Grubbin, Lenny the Ladybug, and Harry the Caterpie. Riding high, nothing can stop this unstoppable force. Apparently my Galarian champion credits didn't transfer because before I could even start my journey, I had to go to trainer school first. It was so insulting. Like, do you even know who I am? And don't you dare say James. So I beat 4 trainers, including wiping the floor with this preschooler's Metapod in the classroom. The teacher just standing there like, yeah, this is fine. But before I could leave, the principal calls me to her office.
Come on in. I hear you've been picking on little children and their Pokemon.
Emily, what are you doing here?
Silence, punk! Now get wrecked!
She challenges me to a Pokemon battle using...
Okay, I did not know this animator was going to be in here either. So, I guess I'll put her in the description too. Also, I forgot to say this at the beginning, all the credit goes to Young Tales and everything, all the animation, everything goes to this hilarious tofu looking man. He's amazing and he's awesome. Please subscribe to him. And if you keep stumbling upon these videos and you like them, drop a like, hit that subscribe. I do this every Wednesday of every week.
Only one Pokemon. Except this one Pokemon was like the worst matchup possible. A Litten. Not only was the Litten strong against Drupal, but also against every single member of my team. It was an absolute bloodbath. And all that was left was the smell of charred bugs and barbecued chicken. My journey was over before it even began. At a school, my self-esteem was shot. Like, I'd been through so much, and I fought so many tougher foes, and yet I am defeated by a total scrub. Is this what it's like to be Ash Ketchum? There you have it, everyone.
It's not the end. It's not the end. Definitely not. We still got 29 minutes of this cred.
Everyone, that was my long overdue Pokemon Ultra Moon Nuzlocke. Don't forget to like and subscribe, comment. Wow, what an amazing video. Best video of the year, honestly. Buy that merch, roll the credits, and I'll see you in another 3 months. Don't say anything. Come on, Popsicle. I actually wanted you the entire time. Anyway, so actually, welcome to my blind Pokemon Ultra Sun Nuzlocke. Moon Nuzlocke? Never heard of it. A lot has happened already, so let me get you up to speed. I got a brand new dream team. Popsicle the Poplio, Dubby the Ladybug, Precious the Caterpie, and DoorDash the Grubbin. I met Professor Kukui, who signed me up to take part in the trial challenge, because God told me to. I saved a girl named Lily and her companion Nebby from a bunch of angry Spearows. Okay, well actually the bridge we were standing on collapsed, and then we ended up being saved by a mysterious island guardian Pokemon, and it...
I need to get the games for the DS and the Switch. I need to get a Switch. I mean, I have a PS4. I can't run Pokemon games. We have a Switch, but the Joy-Cons suck. So if I buy a Switch and buy Pokemon with it,
gave me a Z power ring, so that was pretty cool. I met my rival. He already had a name, but from now on, we're just gonna call him Jagger Jimbob Jow. Because it's cool. And we're gonna be great rivals until the end of time. But I crushed him in our first battle, obviously. And then I finally get my revenge on Emily, which brings us to full circle. So, yeah. Pretty eventful first day, if you ask me. Onwards! Do-do-do! Who's that battle cat? Wait, that's not part of the script. What? Oh, hey, speaking of which...
okay. This is a sponsor video, you can tell, so I gotta, hold on. Wrong button. I clicked the wrong button. I'm gonna pause the recording. That was an amazing sponsor, but I am not sponsored. So I'm not sponsored by that game or anything. I am only sitting at 111 subscribers. I am not that popular to get that yet, so be patient with me, okay? Okay, let's get back into the Anywho.
Wumples the Cutie Fly joins my team, and we proceed to the Verdant Cavern, home to my very first trial. Instead of gym leaders and badges, there are powerful totem Pokemon guarding special stones. We beat them, then we can have the stone. Very simple. And first trial on our list was Totem Gumshoes. DoorDash smacked him with a bunch of mud slaps, so he couldn't hit us at all. Precious knocked him out with sleep powder, and then Dubby punched him in his sleep. A lot of punches, though, so, Dubby, we gotta work out more. But first trial is complete nonetheless. Professor Kukui meets me outside to show me
That's
how to use
interesting.
the Z crystal ring, but not that this one is of any use to me. Lily apparently has this tendency to get lost and wandered off, so it was up to me to go find her on Route 3.
Not
We actually
again.
do find her in the meadow, but Nebby just keeps running away from us. And when we do catch up to it, I'm challenged to a battle by this futuristic robot guy named Dulce, who's a member of the Ultra Recon Squad. Ooh. Well, his for foul looks like it could use a real super effective punch to the face. Do it, Dubby!
Dubby!
And thus the first
Jesus. Jeez.
Pushing forward, we ran into none other than Jagger Jimbob Jow. He too finished his trial and felt like he could take me on, but you know what? I just lost Dubby and I just wasn't in the mood, so I showed him no mercy. Let's keep this thirst for revenge going and take on the big kahuna of Mele Mele Island. All of his Pokemon were fighting types, so, you know, no real concern with Precious and Wumples taking the lead. I actually had no idea that fairy types were super effective against fighting types, so, you know, it's just another one of those fairy matches.
I didn't know that either. That's good to know.
Regardless, victory wasn't
In this
the
region.
next island of Akala awaits. Heya Heya City is where we do some sightseeing, shopping, evolving, and then I head over to Peniola Town where I square off once again against my rival, old Jimbob here, like some old western. Too slow.
Holy
I passed
shoot!
out from drinking too
Wow!
much moo milk, and when I woke up, I found this fun little bunch known as Team Skull and Gladion, who challenges me to a fight. He didn't give me too much trouble, so we're good. And look at that! It's already time for my second trial at Brooklet Hill. That is one big water spider.
I've never played this game, so I really don't know what happens in this one. So this one's interesting.
Also, I forgot to mention that in addition to the powerful giant monster you're fighting, you also have to take on its horde. Because apparently on this island, 2v1 is considered fair. So that definitely sucked, but we managed. I had Popsicle distracted so that way I could heal up DoorDash again. I made the switch, finished rocking it off. Insane to think that we actually survived that unscathed, but now I have Mr. Munchie. And thank goodness too, because the next trial was on a volcano with a LeoLion Marowak. Good job, guys. But oh my gosh, the third trial with Lurantis, that was like super annoying. It was supposed to be a simple bug to grass matchup, but all this bug imposter did was heal itself non-stop with its ally, who, guess what, also healed it. Eventually, a few hours later, we do beat it, and I found a pincer I named Stud. What's
Well, at
behind
least
that
you
rock?
got
I'm not
it!
really sure, but I'm probably gonna come back here. Hello? Oh, hey, Professor. There's a giant wormhole that just opened up. Oh, you mean the large crack in the sky? Yeah, I see that. Hold on, I'm gonna have to call you back. I think some pigtail lady wants to fight me. Anyways, with that taken care of, it was time for the second grand trial with Kahuna Olivia. She uses rock-type Pokemon, which, you know, are usually pretty strong against bugs. Unless the bugs attack first and no water and grass moves, which I did. That said, her elite became way too strong by stacking up some ancient power boosts. Basically, it put my entire team in a bad spot. I didn't think it was that fast yet, so I sent in Wumples to quickly finish it off, but oh, I was wrong. He couldn't take another hit, and the Lily will for sure attack first. But I had to take this opportunity, so I'm sorry, Wumples. But his sacrifice opened a path to victory. Not long after morning.
Aw, not Warples, man.
An invitation from a mysterious bug-looking man to come to a special island. So I hop on a ferry and I travel to Ether Paradise, which is actually not an island, but just a large floaty thing. There we meet.
Yeah, thanks for showing thanks for showing
Genshin
Genshin Impact characters. Yes, thank you.
Haven/utopia for all Pokemon. And then this giant alien jellyfish just randomly appears. And of all people, I have to fight it. I don't even know what is good against this thing, so, everyone attack! Ha! Well, that worked. Answer me, you stupid jellyfish. Where's your bug friend? Who sent you? It didn't answer me, but we did later learn about a Pokemon called Necrozma, who is evil and wants to consume all light on this planet. But who cares about that, because it's on to the next island and my fourth trial. Let me tell you, that one sucked! Even more than the last one! This spiky puffball kept protecting itself with bounces and spiky shields while his buddy Skarmory spammed spikes and torment. The only super effective moves I had was Stud's Brick Break, but he could probably get one shot by a bounce and DoorDash's Dig, which fortunately is just not that great to begin with. DoorDash would use Dig, but then the Togedemaru would use Bounce, the Dig misses, Skarmory would then use Torment, so I can't use Dig again, and oh look, there goes a chunk of DoorDash's health. You guys suck! Mr. Munchie was the tankiest member I had, so he chipped away at the health bar as best as he could, and he was able to protect against some of the bounces, but unfortunately he did end up getting critted. Precious came out on the spiky battlefield and sustained heavy damage, but in her last moments she managed to put the Togedemaru to sleep, ultimately giving DoorDash the opportunity we needed and landed the final blow. We completed the ridiculous trial, but at a heavy cost. This island is awesome. You know, this was supposed to be a chill and relaxing thing, but instead, it's an island of death and anguish. Precious and Mr. Munchie! No! Okay, well, after that fiasco, I had to really rethink my approach to this whole challenge. I have lost way too many good Pokemon, and I'm barely, like, halfway through my trials. My current reserve of usable Pokemon was, yeah, not so great. So I had to take some time to do a bit more research on the island and see what I might have missed. And hopefully, I can bolster the team. I evolved a Pineco I named Gumball and revived a Claw Fossil to get Spike the Anorith. I'm gonna save you for later. I arrive at a secret garden place and meet Guzma, a fellow bug fanatic trainer. We can totally be best friends, but unfortunately he's also Team Skull's leader. And yeah, me and Team Skull aren't on the best of terms. Professor Gakui is also there for some reason, and he just tells Guzma straight up that I'm better than him. I mean, hey. So understandably, Guzma disagreed and he challenged me to a battle. This island isn't big enough for 2 bug lovers. Bring it, Bug Eyes! Guzma's infamous Galissapod.
So this recording's for the second week of August. And I think after the week of August, because I get back in August, this is pre-recorded. This is pre-recorded back in still May. I pre-recorded all my videos back in May. Yes, I probably shouldn't have done that, but I did it anyways. I'm gonna be personally gonna be thinking of the game I want to run. The game of an actual Nuzlocke I want to play through fully, get it done, and we're probably actually gonna do what is it? We're probably gonna do a Fire Red just because it is the first game and I kinda wanna start with the first game and then move on to like Soul Silver and that stuff like that. But I say we start with that first because honestly, yeah. So we're gonna figure it out. I want to do a Pokemon and everything else. But anywho, let's get back to the video. You guys don't want to hear my flipping stupidness. You guys want to see this Pokemon battles.
Comes out first, but my Gumball is a super tank, so his Galissapod couldn't do anything to him. Aw, your Sucker Punch failed. What a sucker! His Masquerain, though, was actually a lot stronger than I thought. Almost knocked Gumball. Ball out, but thank goodness for Popsicle. After that, I took a slight detour on Route 8 to pick up Tanjiro, the Wimpod, and on our way to our next trial, DoorDash finally evolves into a Vikavolt at a power plant. Protect the Nebby. What? In Taboo Village, we went to meet the next captain at the Ether's house, but intruders! Suck 'em, Yungoos! What? The captain named Acerola returns, and then she sends me over to an abandoned superstore for the next trial against Mimikyu. This was an interesting fight because I had no idea what was super effective against Mimikyu.
Holy shoot, Mimikyu is sick. I love Mimikyu.
But that's why we have Gumball, who tanked everything.
I know a little bit about this region. I actually really do. I know a bit about this region because, well, I stopped paying attention to all the Pokemon after this one. So
Chipped away at the Mimikyu and DoorDash swooped in and delivered the final blow. I got a delivery for a Thunderbolt. We come back to the Ether house and I find out that Team Skull kidnapped Yungoos and that if I wanted it back, I'll have to travel to Po Town alone and fight the boss. Why they would take some child's Yungoos is beyond me. Like, look, there's literally a Wildwood right there. En route to Po Town on Route 16, I caught a Rabombi and named it Pollen. Now, before any of you start writing in the comments, "Whoa, John, that's cheating, because you already got one, man. You're a monster." I caught its pre-evolution, alright? So while I can't catch another cutie fly, I can catch its evolution because I haven't done that yet, so shut up. Anyways, outside of Po Town, there is
yes, don't feel that way.
Named Nanu. He tells me not to go inside, but I ignore him. Team Skull goons are everywhere, but my Pokemon are too strong for them and they can't do anything about it. We eventually reach Guzma once again, and just like our last encounter, Stud and DoorDash easily took out Guzma's Pokemon, but this time it was his Galissapod versus my Tanjiro. What a fierce rivalry. That I'll win. Guzma is defeated, and I take back the Yungoos. When I get back to Ether's house, however, I find out that my entire journey was just a distraction so that Team Skull could come back and kidnap Lily and Nebby. You didn't protect the Nebby! Guess we gotta go get him back. Gladion has a feeling that Lily was taken to Ether Island, so Gladion, Jagger, Jim Bob Jow, and I took a ferry to get there. Before we can leave, Nanu appears and reveals himself to be the island's kahuna. Nanu? More like Nani? Okay, yeah, that's a note. We have the grand trial right then and there, but you know, Bug versus Dark, it's just not really a competition. But hey, it did give me a chance to bring out Spike for the first time, so that was pretty cool. Send these dark Pokemon back to the abyss! Now we're off to save Lily and Nebby. If you wish to see the president, you'll have to get through all of us. Okay. I challenge you.
Oh, oh, bowling.
No, we can't let you stop Lusamine. You are too late. With Nebby's powers, we will be able to open up a portal to another dimension where Necrozma is waiting. There, Guzma and I will defeat it, and I will save all my precious Pokemon. But I'm sure you have many questions as to how Gladion and Lily are tied into all of this. For I am none other than their mom. I mean, I didn't want to assume, but yeah, it was pretty obvious. She then goes on to say that she will back off if I were to beat her in a Pokemon battle. So I do, but then she goes, psych! Uses Nebby's powers, and her along with Guzma jump into a portal, leaving Nebby in the shape of a stone. They are most likely way over their heads, so we figured it's a good idea to go after them. And in order to do so, we need a legendary Pokemon that can transport us across dimensions. And apparently they can only be summoned by two flutes, the Moon and Sun Flute. Gladion already has one, and the other one is on Pony Island. We have our heading. We arrive at Seafolk Village and are greeted by Captain Mina, who then points us to talk
The
to
freaking Jesus, dude. My
this is the person that
gosh.
can help us locate the island's kahuna, who can then tell us more about this legendary Pokemon that we know little to nothing about. The world hangs in the balance. Yeah, we don't have a kahuna here. Oh, well, that is incredibly unhelpful. Oh hey, speaking of ruining your hope, meet me later at the Ruins of Hope. So that just happened. Her grandmother showed up later and showed us how to move giant boulders. I left for a moment to go get something, and then we
Holy
ended
frick.
up to the ruins. While there, we witnessed Hapu receiving a blessing from the island's guardian, and she became the brand new kahuna of Pony Island. And because she's kahuna, now apparently she's allowed to tell us that the flute we need is on Executor Island. Was all of this necessary? I don't know, but we have our heading. We arrive on Executor Island and, ooh, what a sight. We save the Alolan Executors by removing the pincers that are stuck on their head. I caught a Tropius because they are awesome, and shut up, it's not like I'm gonna be using it anyway. The Sun Flute is ours! Back on Pony Island in the vast Pony Canyon, there is a shrine that we're supposed to play the flutes at. Blocking the entrance, Dulce of the Ultra Recon Squad tries to stop me once again. I am much better than I was before, and maybe I can even take on Necrozma myself. Now watch my amazing powers. Whitehall, use nasty plot. Yeah, okay. Lily and I pressed on, and the only thing now standing in my way was a giant Como and a Noivern, because my next trial just happened to be on the way. Looking at the situation and common trends of this cursed island
Dude, that's such a cool looking Pokemon!
challenge, even though Pollen was strong against both, I had a pretty good feeling that Como or the Noivern had something that could one-shot Pollen, so I resorted to the best strategy I knew how, by having Gumball use Toxic and stall until Como died. Not the most dignified strategy I've done, but hey.
But it works and we're moving on.
This easily got the Como out of the way and allowed Spike to finish off the Noivern, and bestowing upon us the Dragon Z Crystal, which is useless to me. We climb an absurd amount of stairs, and with whatever air we have left in our lungs, we played the flutes. The music awakens Nebby, and it evolves into a giant lion-looking Pokemon.
One of my favorite legendary Pokemons I have ever seen. Just saying.
Turns out that this was the Pokemon that can transport us across dimensions, and it was with us the entire time. And just as we were about to leave... So how'd it go? Run! That thing is a monster! Whoa, yeah, and I thought Eternatus looked weird. In its newest shiny form, Nebby and Necrozma duke it out. He fought bravely, but Necrozma was stronger, and eventually Necrozma prevailed, allowing it to absorb and fuse into Nebby. And with that done, more portals open up in the sky, and
That's
these
so
weird
cool.
Pokemon come out of them, including the one that I have been searching for. Ah, finally! Okay, but it looks like I gotta deal with this Aslan imposter first. Once again, I am put in that classic situation where I don't know what's effective against this thing. But regardless, faithful and reliable Tanjiro was able to land some good hits. Good thing I taught Tanjiro Bulldoze because that was perfect and it took Necrozma out. Defeated, Necrozma retreats through a wormhole, leaving the island enshrouded in darkness. Okay, but not exactly like the darkest day, it's more like the second darkest day. You have to go after it. Here, take a ride on our Lunala. It will allow you to travel through dimensions as well. Defeat Necrozma. Save the world! Riding on top of the Lunala, I am transported to Ultra Metropolis, Dulce's home planet, where Necrozma is waiting on the top of a tower. It is there that I am met with the biggest challenge yet. More stairs. I managed to climb to the top of the tower, massively out of shape and out of breath, but still ready to defeat Necrozma once and for all. But when I reached him, oh, he wasn't done. Necrozma used the rest of its power to transform into its final form. His Ultra form.
Holy shoot, I want that. That is so cool. I want it. I want to cuddle it.
Okay, well you may be bigger, more shiny, but Tanjiro beat you once, he'll beat you again. For level 60? Impossible. In the blink of an eye, my entire team was obliterated. And just like that, my entire journey was over. But you know what? I feel like I deserve a pass on this one. Like, there was no way that I could have known that that thing was going to be this strong, let alone adequately prepare for it. Like, bruh, this is real life, man. I don't have a device that lets me see into the future. I'm just saying, this whole thing was kind of rigged. So, here's what happened. In fairness, I was given a second chance. However, I would need to make a sacrifice of one of my own Pokemon. And unfortunately, I had to pick Pollen. But who knows, maybe it was better this way. So, thank you, Pollen, for everything that you did for the team. And with that sacrifice, my team was revived, and this time, we defeated Ultra Necrozma. By toxic stalling again. Yes, I know. I'm not proud of it either. Jeez. Yet another chance at life only to use a super cheesy strategy to beat a big bad boss. It's not the most satisfying feeling in the world, but it was the only one I could think of. But turns later, an amount of used up max potions, power of friendship, and oh thank goodness Gumball knows sturdy, Necrozma goes down, and we save the world once again. But holy crap, that was rough. You're back! I see that using your mastery of the Z crystals, you were able to save the world. Oh yeah, I totally forgot I had those. But I mean, it's not like I would have been able to use them anyway. Do you want this Poipo? No. Do you want Beast Balls? Well, actually, I have Beast Balls. I mean, yes, thank you. Let's see, where did we leave off? Ah, yes, my final trial. Reinvigorated with life, my Pokemon and I headed back to Seafolk Village to challenge Captain Mina.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
I just fought a giant Doom Dragon. Going up against her team of fairy Pokemon was just not nearly as challenging. My team handled them.
Be quiet,
I
phone!
think I'm done right, but unfortunately no, because apparently that was only the first half of the trial. Now I need to go battle all the other captains that I met along the way and get petals from them. And then I can battle the final totem Pokemon. So, to speed things up, give me all your petals. Finally, I brought all of the petals back and they turned into a rainbow flower. Ooh, how pretty. And then they attracted the totem Rabombi. Pollen? Is that you? And with that, we obtained the Fairy Z Crystal. And finally, yes, finally.
Don't you get a bug Z crystal that could... And with certain Pokemons, if they are electric type, I think you could use their Z crystal too. I don't know. I've never played Sun and Moon or even Ultra Sun and Moon, so I don't even know.
It is time for the grand trial on Executor Island where Kahuna Hapu is waiting for us. Her ground Pokemon were strong, but Tanjiro was just stronger. We are one step closer to our objective. But before challenging the Elite Four, it was time to do what I came here for. Bug hunting. Heck yes. I don't think this is the right place. Nope. Ooh,
Yu-Gi-Oh!
very tempting, but no. Okay, this place is just weird.
But I don't think you're supposed to be there yet.
Nope. 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 Get. me out of here. Oh my gosh, what just happened? Oh, what a nightmare that was. I think we're here. The moment we've all been training for is here. We have lost a lot of good members to bring us to where we are now, but all we can do is make them proud by what we do next. Some of you haven't been with us long, but in this short time, you have already convinced me that this is a team of champions. Now let's do this and get off this cursed island. Next round of Malasadas are on me. First of the Elite Four was Malane and a team full of Steel-type Pokemon. Now, Fire types would absolutely be perfect here, but for the longest time, I just didn't have one. Until now, enter Solar, the Volcarona. And let me tell you, she was just a true powerhouse. Those Steel-type Pokemon didn't stand a chance. Olivia was the next Elite Four member, and she came back with vengeance with her rock Pokemon, specifically her Cradilly. But say hello to my second newest member, Escanor, the Buzzwole.
Come, oh my god, my Eskin. Oh man. I mean, good name, but also, why? This guy's definitely an anime lover.
Your rock will crush me? Who decided that? Now, die. Acerola was the next member with Ghost Pokemon, and technically I didn't have anyone that was super effective against her Pokemon, but when in doubt, just hit them really hard. And Solar once again came out and stacked with a Quiver Dance and sent those Ghost Pokemon back to the Shadow Realm. And you know what that is? It's the smell of victory. The rest of my Pokemon were just chilling. And now we are already at the final Elite Four member, Kahili, and her flying Pokemon. Finally, something for the rest of the team to do.
I love
After
golf.
a tough battle with
I'm a
all
golf
the
lover.
Pokemon and a quick
Ow,
battle
this
with
chair
Kahili
hurts.
that badminton
I'm a golf
was
lover.
probably better, all that was left was the champion. Except wait, this league doesn't have a champion yet. When I reached the top of the mountain, Professor Kukui was there to greet me. As the man that set up Alola's first Pokemon League, he wanted to witness and crown the very first champion of the Alolan region. And who could have guessed that the final battle, the one to decide it all, would be between me and none other than my rival, Jagger Jimbob Jow. And I wouldn't have it any other way.
Get it, get it, get it, get it. Oh, boom, 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 boom. This music is sick. Woo! You got this, you got this, you got this, you got this. Get it, get it. I'm just jamming out here. Yes, used to see crystals. Thank you. Wow. That, hold on. That sound? That could only be one Pokemon. I'm sorry, but that could only be one Pokemon. Is this next Pokemon Plat? Oh, alright! That was an amazing video. Animation is fantastic. Young Tales is awesome. Go subscribe to him. Like, he's amazing. At the end there, I was just jamming out, you know, but thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, drop a like, and subscribe. Go down in the description, subscribe to Young Tales, and I'll see you all next time. This is LeoLion. Yes, baby!